Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the Sound of Drop, Fall into Poison. So guys, we're continuing on in this place of madness. Let's try and get out of this fucked up shithole. Now this messed up aquarium that is the malicious Manten Aquarium. Now that we've kind of had it confirmed that this place is kind of stuck in a time warp, or maybe like time dimension paradox. It's mixed into some kind of dimensions. So anyway, just to recap where we are at the moment, we are at the entrance to Manten Aquarium, although it does look a little bit different from when we first entered the aquarium. Yeah, the entrance certainly looks a bit different to me, a bit more basic. But just a quick recap of what happened in the last episode. So much happened in the last episode. I'm trying to remember it all, but basically, we got a whole load of bad ends between Mayumi and the purple-haired girl with the star hair accessory. We still don't know her name, but we got death by orcas via multiple methods. But then also, we then in the end, got to continue the story by saving her life, as well as Mayumi surviving, by using the microphone system in the control room to use the orca's kind of ultrasound wave ability, the sonar ability of being attracted by loud ultrasonic waves. So that saved their lives, and it also brought the room back to normal, where it wasn't actually leading into the ocean with a bunch of orcas in it, and it returned to the normal control room. From there, both of them ended up, Mayumi and this girl ended up in what appeared to be a staff room or waiting area for the staff before they go on shift, maybe, or something. But we discovered a few things that confirmed that we're definitely stuck in some kind of time loop within Manten Aquarium, that the dimensions can change, and also when you enter an area that the room can change to a different time, and so they're stuck in Manten Aquarium, and every time they go through a room it could be a different time period, from when the aquarium was built, I guess, to when it had its disasters with a few staff deaths and other things. But we found a random old employee's diary. We don't know who the employee is, but it was a guy. Told us about the death of the director of the aquarium, but before the the deep sea fish booth tank was being launched. Also another staff member, Kozuki, I think his name was, he died, but apparently he was stuck in this messed up Manten Aquarium, managed to escape, but couldn't live his life and came back, and that's maybe what started the rumours getting edgier, with different versions of the story and stuff like that about the rumours about Manten Aquarium, which we learned that the rumours had caused the sort of clientele to change for Manten Aquarium, from families to like couples, and then to high school girls who wanted to find out about the mysteries and rumours, which of course brought Mayumi and Himeno here because of their interest, well, mainly Himeno's interest in the occult. But anyway, after we discovered, kind of confirmed that we're stuck in a time loop, which was also kind of backed up by the diary dates being 4 years ago, and also the sports drink on the desk in the room was also expired 4 years ago. So there's definitely something up with the timing between this place and the present day. So after that, the other girl wanted nothing to do with us and didn't want to travel with us around the aquarium. So she left out the door towards the entrance gate first. And as we've been told, if someone opens the door to the entrance, it opens the door to another area and goes through alone, and then closes the door, it kind of sounds as if the next person that goes out may not end up in the same. They'll probably end up in the same place, but maybe at a different time. So it's likely we may not see that girl again for a wee while. So here we are with Mayumi alone at the entrance to Manten Aquarium, where she's obviously trying to find a way out to save Himeno, who is still dying from nematodes. So that's pretty much what happened. I may have rambled a little bit, I apologise, but let's get back into the story. So I exit into a different place from the staff passageway I entered with Hiyoshi-san. This aquarium has more back passages than I had thought. Could make a joke there, but I won't. Thinking it over, I've almost walked the entire aquarium. The only places I haven't visited are places for authorised personnel only, and the closed-off deep-sea fish booth. Oh great. Well, I guess we'll end up going to the closed-off deep-sea fish booth at some point, guys. But at what time? Diagonally across from this area is apparently an authorised personnel only space, the director's office, reachable by going behind the Fish of the World booth. There's a map for authorised personnel to use hanging on the door to the staff room. Okay. If I head out from the tunnel tank, I can make something of a shortcut, but I'm still afraid of the flying cutlass fish. Yeah, we don't want to go back to the cutlass fish area. We don't want any more decapitations of our lovely our lovely female protagonist, Mayumi. It was Kenji that also got decapitated, but, well, we don't know what we want for Kenji right now. He's way too messed up. Save him, hopefully. Going through the door will probably cause the state of things to change, but I can't handle things getting as bad as the tank breaking or something like that again. If that's the case, I'll have to go by the jellyfish booth. Oh, right, okay. Retracing our steps to a place where certain choices got us killed by jellyfish poison. The others, well, we did get out, but it still wasn't pretty. In that room, even if the glass is broken, I know I can deal with it. If I walk carefully, I won't fall. Well, she's learned her lessons at least. I can't just loaf around here. Closing up the map and starting to walk, the gate to Manten Aquarium appears in my line of sight. Yep, there you are, you're at the entrance. I wonder if I can get out this way. Well, if you can get out, that's great. But would you be back to your own time and world, or some messed up world? The question born from within me has a simple solution. Oh, alright, do elaborate. That girl had said this aquarium was isolated in a different dimension, but she had also said that she had not tested that idea. Yeah, because the other girl with the purple hair, I really wish I remembered her name, it was in the intro. She said that she clearly has no intention of leaving this Manten Aquarium. She has... We assume she has business here for some reason. I think I should try tossing something in, so I roll a bucket that had been knocked over. The bucket passes through the gate, and at the very centre of the gate it disappears. Oh, shit. So if Mayumi crosses that, then maybe she may die instantly, and also just disappear into not existing, maybe. So maybe a space between time and worlds. It vanished. From here, I can see the Manten East building elevator. Alright, the elevator we came up in to get to this place. Uh-oh. Choices, guys. There might be some value in using my own body to test... No! No, 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 no. If you just... If I'm remembering correctly, if you're inside the aquarium, you have to go through the gate to get back to that elevator. So you'd have to cross over where that bucket just vanished. Not a good idea. But anyway, guys, we shall make a save. And we shall see what happens. Also, the aquarium entrance. Welcome to the oceans of Manten. I will leave this on the screen just for a minute, guys, because basically, I think we've read this. Yeah, me just having a quick skim, I believe we've read that already, so... Okay, so there might be some value in using my own body to test this method of you trying to get to the elevator. Right. I think the most sensible and safe option would be no, fuck that, because you will probably end up in the same fate as that bucket. But curiosity is piqued to see what happens. It will probably lead to another bad end, but we do want to see the whole story. So we'll try it this time. It may be the right choice, I don't know. I prepare myself, then push the door to the automatic turnstile with my hands. Right, so she's crossing the barrier. Uh-oh. Screen's gone white. What happened? Oh, holy crap! She did it! This looks like the entrance to Manten Aquarium when we first got here. What? For some time, my consciousness feels like it's gotten hazy. When my head clears, I can hear the sound of chatter. Could I be... random lady. What's wrong? This is Manten Aquarium, isn't it? Yes, that's right. You can purchase tickets over there. Noticing that I look disoriented, a woman speaks to me in a kind voice. Her uniform is the same, but her manner is quite different from Saganuma-san's. It's kind. Alright, for a minute there I thought they meant she's found Saganuma-san again, but she's different, but no, it just means it's a woman who's wearing the same kind of uniform, which means she must work here. Could it be? I have no room for any doubts. Numerous people are entering and exiting through the gate. I can't hear any strange screams either. Guys, this seems too good to be true in my opinion. I was able to get back. But I have no time for relief. There are some problems that remain unsolved. I'd like a return ticket, please. I hold out my ticket and complete the re-entry procedure. I pass through the gate and find only customers having their fill of the aquarium. Right, okay. The Fish of Tokyo Bay booth is exactly the same as it was before. I am able to pass through the tunnel tank normally. There is no danger of anything like the flying cutlass fish. In the Fish of the World booth, there are tons of brightly coloured fish. There are no mummified dead bodies or fragments of destruction. The jellyfish booth is as pretty as ever. However, with no phenomena taking place, this only causes my uneasiness to grow. Yeah, this, as I said, this seems too good to be true. I can't get back. Oh, could that be a bad end? That we've got ourselves back, but we can't ever go back to help Himeno out. The fact that I came back, but now can't return, is quite a contradiction. But that's the way it is after all. I want to return to that Manten Aquarium that is full of phenomena, a different dimension, side-by-side worlds, parallel worlds, whatever they really are is irrelevant. I just need to return to Himeno's side. Yes, we do. What do I do? Uh-oh. She's going to where... Oh, I thought she was going to where she left Himeno, but she's not. I run through the entire aquarium once. Even so, nothing happens. That Manten Aquarium with the heavy atmosphere, it's gone away somewhere. Oh... What? Mari. Big sister. Mari? I am aware that it's an auditory hallucination. I just wish that she could hear me. Right, so I'm not sure, guys. Did we choose the right decision? Did we make the right decision? After that, I search for Himeno until the building closes. But with a staff member hanging around me and urging me to go home, I am finally forced out. Uh-oh. Slumping my shoulders, I tell the police what happened. Yeah, it's not likely they're going to believe you. Oh no! Oh no. I mean, maybe this is a hospital bed. Maybe. But I'm just getting the vibes of like, they think she's mad. 5 days ago, Himeno's parents filed a missing persons report. Despite my frantic feelings, no news comes about Himeno. Ah, a clownfish. Oh god, she has gone insane. On my end, I haven't had any major accidents. In regards to myself, even outside the aquarium, I have begun to see fish. I trip over things that aren't there. I start to feel like I'm going to drown. Oh god, so the phenomena has followed her outside of Manten Aquarium. Also, maybe that's what happened to the employee Kazuki-san. He escaped, as noted in the diary, he escaped by the sound of things for like 3 days. But then it sounds as if he came back to Manten Aquarium and then died. So it sounds as if because the phenomenon was haunting him outside this world, outside Manten Aquarium, in the real world, he kind of felt as if he should come back. Maybe for others' safety? But okay. Mom and everyone else are worried about me. For the past 3 days, it's been getting hard to breathe. Ach, erk. It's hard to breathe. I think we chose badly. Okay, nightfall. It appears to be raining and our TV or monitor's on. Finally, 1 week later, I'm in a bed. Yes, I've been admitted to a hospital near Manten. While the cause is unknown, my lungs seem to be failing. Now I can't breathe without a machine to assist me. I wonder how long I'll be hospitalized. As much as I love reading, I have grown tired of... Oh no, now she's hating her real hobbies. Well, it's because she'll be drowning, although there's no water. From the hospital window, I can see the top of Manten East building. Himeno. Even though I want to speak her name, my voice won't come out. My trachea is just too weak for it. If I can, I want to eat ice cream once more. My beloved cookies and cream, with my beloved Himeno. So it was good that Mayumi at least got out, but in the end, they both died anyway, separated. The future of the reckless. Yeah, so I made a reckless decision of going out alone. So, yes, although it was a longer term of death, as in a prolonged death, she still died. Well, I had a feeling it was a bad decision, guys, but I thought we better see what happens anyway. So anyway, let's get back to that decision, that choice, and make the right one. So this time, we'll make the more sensible choice of not going over the space where a bucket just randomly vanished. No, I should stop. The test having gone well, it still isn't a guarantee that I can get back to the Manten Aquarium where phenomena are happening. Correct, because now we know that. So if we go through that barrier, we need to go with Himeno, because otherwise, well, that shit will happen again. But that also gives us an indication that even if these guys leave, the phenomena may follow. But I'll definitely get home. I mutter to myself. It's strange, since it's as if I'm talking to the entrance gate, but it's a declaration of my resolve. Okay, we've gone back to the souvenir store. As we move forward, I spot the souvenir shop. It makes sense as I'm going back the way I came, but it gives me mixed feelings. Yeah, because you're heading back to the area where the tunnel tank is, where the cutlass fish was, and then not too far away from that is where we had to leave Kenji behind because he went insane. Oh, hello again. Huh? It is there that I witness an unexpected sight. The girl from earlier is standing in front of the souvenir shop, apparently lost in thought. Phew, so the coordinates where the doorways led has to be fixed by someone. Otherwise, there would be no way you would have come across me being attacked by the orca in the machine room. Am I missing something here, guys? So she's saying there's coordinates where the doorways lead has to be fixed by someone. Else there'd be no way you would have come across me being attacked by the orca in the machine room. Okay. We'll go with it. I don't really get what the girl, who is reassuring herself, is saying, so I changed the subject. Yeah, exactly. I'm confused too. What's wrong? Did something happen at the souvenir shop? Just now, it looked like someone went inside. Someone? Uh-oh. Are you about to get another reunion with your sister? I don't know. It was just as they went in, but thanks to whoever it was, the coordinates are fixed on a safe place. It could have been Mari. And that's exactly who I was thinking of. Your missing little sister, right? I'm sorry, but no. It was definitely an adult. Oh, right. It could be someone completely different, but that could suggest it may be... well, it could be Kenji. Or it could be that bitch. That nasty woman of a vice director person. I glance over at the entrance to the souvenir shop. Even as I peer through the semi-transparent wall, there are no human shadows. Still, if the person she saw walked through a door and moved to different coordinates, it wouldn't be strange for there to be no one in there. The girl said it was an adult. Could it have been... Could it be Hiyoshi-san? Hiyoshi? Who's that? Someone who saved me when I was caught up in the dangers of Manten Aquarium. He went crazy in a staff passageway and I moved ahead on my own. After I explain as simply as possible what happened back then, the girl just nods and says, Well, he might have regained his sanity and found an exit, or he might be wandering around still crazy. Well, to put it bluntly, yes, you're correct. You're correct, young lass. Yes, he may have regained his sanity and got out of here, and good for Kenji. But most likely, he's probably just walking around still crazy. Whichever it is, I think it's worth checking out. Hiyoshi-san seemed like he knew things about Manten Aquarium. Well, why don't you go? I'll be waiting here. Oh, and I don't like that devious look. We just told you that this guy is potentially crazy, and you're wanting Mayumi to go alone. Huh? Aren't you coming with me? Got all the way to my throat before I gulped it back down. Either way, if he's not here, we might not be able to go through the door and return to this safe place. Right. I don't know this Hiyoshi-san's face, so it's better for you to go. Come back in 5 minutes. If you don't... You'll leave me? Of course. The two of us both dying or getting hurt would just be stupid. Wow. Blunt, but probably true. She's... Yeah, this girl needs to work on making friends. But, yeah, so we've got blue reasoning. Blue reasoning? I can speak, guys. Blue choices, which... so it's not necessarily a choice that will lead to a bad end. Okay. But possibly lead to a true end. So, the two of us dying or getting hurt would just be stupid. Yes, that's true. Just calling her mean. Well... The two of us both dying or getting hurt would just be stupid, so if we say, I got it, then that means I understand, and Mayumi will move to try and see where Kenji is, and that will probably just result in another death by cannibalism by Kenji. If we say you're mean, it's being nasty to this girl, but she's been a bit nasty to us, so she could probably take it, but I'm not sure. Well, we can always come back and play the other option at another episode, because I think regardless of the choice you make, the story continues with these blue choices. I think I'll just call her mean. You're mean! Don't expect me to take care of you. I'm making the best choice. Anyway, if you die in there, your friend dies too, so make sure to come back. You don't need to say that. I've already made up my mind to go. Okay, it sounds as if it didn't matter which choice we made.
Well, I'll wait for you without worry.
God, this girl's turning into a bit of a bitch.
Okay.
Wow, and she says that with a smile. Oh, right, I thought we were going to head back to where possibly Kenji was. No, we've actually gone into the souvenir shop where this adult form was. Oh boy. And nice creepy chime xylophone music. Lovely. Quietly, I open the door to the souvenir shop. Oh god. The door closes on its own. Not that I had even tried to leave it open. Great! Although it could be just one of these doors that, you know, shuts behind you automatically. Thinking back on it, no matter what room I entered, the door always shut on its own. Yeah, so I have a feeling, Mayumi, because that door's shut, even if that girl's waiting for you outside and you get out if you're alive, she probably won't be there because you'll have shifted to a different time frame. The lights aren't on, but I can still see where I'm going by the light shining through the semi-transparent wall. The only thing I can't see is the girl. The scenery visible from this room seems to reflect the time distortion affecting this room as well. The fact that I've become this used to these strange phenomena is a little weird, even to me. So the scenery in this room is reflecting the time distortion affecting this room. So this place is not affected by the time distortion? Maybe. The souvenir shop hasn't changed that much from how I remember. Numerous shelves are arranged so that the purpose of each is visible. There are some for confectionaries, stationery and stuffed animals. The keychains and cell phone straps are in a place that stands out. Since I can't find any calendars or magazines, I don't know how many years ago or from now this is. Inside the glass balls on the shelves are specimens of shrimp and jellyfish. Their price is high.
Maybe this is the present?
As one might expect, there is no sign of a shopkeeper. I walk the perimeter of the store in a semicircle. I study the room carefully, but find nothing. There are so many things that catch my interest, but I can't seem to get interested in picking them up and looking them over closely. That crystal-like necklace, the seal stuffed animal. Right now, I have no interest in orca or jellyfish merchandise. Yeah, I don't blame you considering you've been killed in other scenarios by them. Now I know how a dog being made to wait for a treat feels. Oh, getting closer to the desk.
I should check over here as well.
I go behind the cash register counter, where I normally wouldn't be allowed to look.
This is the staff's.
It's what you would call a back room. There are boxes full of products, a safe, and even employee uniforms. It looks similar to the staff room where the girl and I saw the diary, only this room is more narrow. Inside the back room, I find a door. Since this is a place for bringing in merchandise, it makes sense that there would be a passageway connecting it to somewhere else. Yeah. I reach out to see for myself, but it's locked.
No good, huh?
As I turn back, thinking that this has been fruitless, I find something. Oh god. Brace yourselves, guys. A lanyard with an ID card. It's been thrown on the ground, so I pick it up and take a closer look. I have a feeling I know who that ID belongs to. I strain my eyes in the darkness. It bears the name Hiyoshi Kenji. Oh. Okay. Now, this is an interesting choice, guys. It's blue, so it doesn't suggest that it will lead to a bad end. But I can either say either one identifies them as the same individual, but I can either call him by it's Hiyoshi-san his surname, or it's Kenji-san his first name. Now, as always, with the choice, we will make a quick save. And also, we get to read a little bit more about the souvenir shop. Smiling with your whole face, even at home. Manten has its own original merchandise for sale. The logo of the building is made by the world famous logo designer Mr. GK. Oh, wait a second, actually we've read this one. Whoops. Oh well. You get to see it again, guys. Right, okay, we made a save. So now Kenji, before he went mad and obviously was flirting with Mayumi near the beginning, and also kind of throughout their time interacting with each other while he was still sane, he really wanted Mayumi to call him by his first name, and he wanted to definitely be noticed or no one would look at him when he was going insane. So perhaps the better option would be to call him by his first name. So we'll try that and see what happens.
This is Kenji-san's.
It's the same as the employee ID card that Hiyoshi-san had before we entered Manten Aquarium. There's no picture on it, so it's just words, but I remember it. The card is spotless. Unexpectedly, he's showing some propriety. Okay. So, if this souvenir shop is caught in a time loop, this must have been well before Kenji went mad, and it kind of confirms that he definitely worked in Manten Aquarium's souvenir shop. So Hiyoshi-san has been here. Does that mean the one the girl saw was him? Could it be that he headed for somewhere else from this room? But he was able to lock the door. When I entered the souvenir shop, he was already on his way out, and I only came after he had locked the door. I had just missed him.
I don't think there's anything else important here. I'll go back and tell that girl.
I say that just as I realise it's almost been 5 minutes. I'm so glad this is a safe place. She just had to say it and trigger some kind of event that doesn't make it safe. As if in reaction to the fact that I'm leaving, the sound of a dull thunk echoes, and I'm curious to know why that was a squelchy noise. Kya! What happened? Uh-oh. Achievement unlocked. Not yet. Oh, okay. I'll maybe read that up later, what that achievement is related to. I let out a small scream. The sound is that of something falling. Even in the gloom, I can make out the outline of what fell. Well, something is definitely on the ground. Looks like water, and it's messing up your sandals. But what fell? Oh, it's a frog or a toad. But she said it's a frog, so we'll say it's a frog. But if that's the scale of her feet, this is one big frog.
What? It's just a frog.
Yeah, but just like places in the UK that I've been to about aquariums, some frogs they have can be venomous.
Not what?
There shouldn't be frogs in the souvenir shop. Well, yeah, that's true. The proof of its identity is the shiny exterior that doesn't belong to an ornament or a toy. Now it's a toad. It's a large toad. I think it's the appropriately named giant toad. The reason I know about it is because a TV show was talking about it recently. Okay, so how the hell did a giant toad get in the souvenir shop? The story was about how, in Australia, the toad had been imported for pest control, but before they realised it, its population had increased and was disrupting the ecosystem. Yeah, so it's kind of like an invasive species. Characteristic of this species is a gland on the back of its head that looks like a wart from which it seems they can eject venom. This venom was cited as the cause for alligators and other native species being killed. So if it can kill an alligator, then it's probably a good chance it can kill a human.
That's right, poison!
What bad luck, I think as I clench my fist. But it's only one. I put a little more space than necessary between us in order to avoid the giant toad. That way, even if there's another lurking nearby, I should be okay. Yeah, sure. The shells become a wall for me. Even though frogs have the ability to jump, they shouldn't reach that height. It's really loud for being just one toad, making a goo sound rather than the normal croak. Gua, gua, gua. Right. Although it's poisonous, hearing its cry in a safe place like this makes me think of it as cute. Really? Even though I think that, I can't be careless. A plopping sound resonates once more. The toad cries out, going from a death rattle-like sound to thin breathing, then finally a pause. It soon resumes with an even lower voice than before. What? Oh, what the... What? Holy shit. Okay. This toad apparently just gave birth, so female. But in the process, the toad appears to have died. Was it like a parasitic baby? Oh, God. This is getting more messed up, guys. I take a look where the toad was. Ah! It is nothing less than ghastly. The toad has been crushed by another frog that has fallen from the sea. Oh! Alright, never mind. It's just because it looks smaller. Okay, so another species of frog has fallen and crushed it. Its 4 legs are widespread, its internal organs leaking from its abdomen due to the fall. But that isn't all. The second frog has the white stripe pattern characteristic of a certain type, but I don't know its name. Yeah, judging by the patterning on its body, it is not, you know, it's possibly lethal in terms of probably venom. When the other frog fell on the giant toad, it stimulated the gland, so naturally poison leaked out. At the edge of its right foot, its toes have begun melting. What the? Really? Ah, it's off screen, can't see it. Melting? No way! The frog's poison isn't acid. It paralyzes or acts as a neurotoxin. If it gets in your eyes, you can lose your eyesight, but basically it's for catching prey by poisoning it to death. This poison is different and more brutal. However, the second frog is even more menacing. As if taking vengeance for the right leg it lost to the poison, it secretes its own venom. Oh, it's that frog that's... Oh, gross. Oh, wow. The toad's corpse puts up no resistance, its body steadily melting away. I pinch my nose as the mix stench of the dead body and the acid mix. Even as my spine grows cold, the room steadily becomes humid, most likely due to the breath of the living creatures in the room. Wait a minute, humidity might attract more toads. The sight of the frog melting away from the poison is enough to cause bile to rise up in me for a moment. Oh no, don't throw up! But there's no way I can look away from it. Beyond the fact that I don't know what's going to happen next, I have to pay attention as I head for the exit. I look up at the ceiling, but there's no sign that I'm being followed by any frogs. It's as if they fell from nowhere. Probably caused by a time paradox. If one falls on me, it means this place isn't safe anymore. I speed up as I head for the exit. The reason I don't break into a full run is because I know I might trip or fall at a time like this. Yes, we've experienced that. Wait a minute. Plop, plop, plop. A nearby sound fills me with fear and despair. Oh no! A whole squad of frogs. Not good. Frogs fall right in front of me. 3, 4. It becomes difficult to count them. Just as I panic and attempt to turn back, I hear noises from behind me. Croak, gua. They begin to speak in unison. The frogs are actually singing and around, but I hate that they sound so joyful. Hearing the frogs' croaks on either side of me leaves me with nothing but fear. If I step on one of them, the poison will probably dissolve my foot. That being said, there isn't enough room to leap over them, and if I do, one of them may jump up and touch me. As if preparing to attack me while I'm off guard, the numbers increase even further. Crowded into such a small space, they are melting each other's body with their poisons. Wow. They actually are. There is like a frog there that is literally just melting away. Damn. I avert my eyes from the damaged frogs. As the danger increases, it's not a tragedy I can continue to watch. As the amount of bodily fluids on the floor increases, the frogs who step in the puddles of poison have their toes melted off. Then they secrete their own fluids, and the cycle repeats. So if you don't get out of there, Mayumi, the whole floor is going to become venomous and poison. And with you wearing exposed sandals, your feet will melt too, and you will essentially dissolve to death in acidic poison. On top of that, there are those whose bodies are melted by their own poison as well. Somehow suppressing whatever is welling up inside of me, I finalize my plan.
Over there! Over here!
I pull some merchandise off the shelf with my hand and make some space. Alright, so she's climbing a shelf. The original two are still left, but it's better than being surrounded. I step out onto the floor and leave the shelf. To keep them from reproducing anymore. Quickly!
No!
Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. As if they had been lying in wait, numerous frogs throw from every which way, so they're now coming from all directions. But I know what these are. Well, I'm guessing they look pretty similar, but they're like poison arrow frogs. This is not good. They are small creatures with shrill voices, red and yellow, green and striped and varied. The intense amount of colour saturation is making me feel sick. I know this variety of frog well. Among poisonous frogs, it is the most infamous type. Or poison dart frog. Yeah, there's poison arrow and poison dart frogs. Even under normal circumstances, it carries deadly poison stronger than that used in blow darts. If the strength of that poison has been taken to intense levels like the other creatures here, it could probably instantaneously melt even my bones. Nice!
What? Should I?
Oh god, don't make me choose. There is still a distance between the door and I. 3 steps. No matter what, I can't take those 3 steps. There is nowhere for my feet to land. The floor is covered in the squishy bodies of the frogs and their acidic poisonous fluids, as well as the corpses of those frogs that had melted themselves. Not knowing where they're coming from, there's nothing I can do. Even the sweat falling from my forehead seems like venom to me, as if some kind of illusion. Shh. Uh-oh. What is it, Mayumi? Are you trying to keep quiet? I don't want to see it as if nothing else can be done, but, oh my god, is she giving up? Oh, the other girl's come into the souvenir shop, yes!
You're slow!
A light suddenly shines through the darkness. The soft breeze blowing in through the crack returns me to my senses.
Cover your eyes!
Oh, she used the fire extinguisher. She can use the foam to cross over, maybe? Immediately after saying this, the girl pulls the pin from the fire extinguisher she's holding. The entire inside of the souvenir shop is filled with the smoke from the fire extinguisher. Alright, smoke fire extinguisher.
A fire extinguisher? But now we can't jump over the frogs. I can see what's going on. This isn't all.
This isn't all what she's planning? Uh-oh, okay, what did that do? Oh, the sprinklers! Genius! Almost in sync with the girl's words, the sprinklers activate. A large amount of water immediately sprays us, an amount greater than the strongest rain striking my body. Gah! I think you can put up with being wet for a little bit, Mayumi, rather than getting your feet melted by poison. When I open my eyes, the girl reaches out her hand with a firm expression.
While the water's running, even if you get hit with a little venom, it will wash right off. Don't be afraid, just run for it. If you fall, you'll die. The floor is soaked. I might slip.
Oh god. At that moment, I falter and... Okay, so here we go again, another choice. So, just a quick save there, because obviously I don't know what's going to happen. So at that moment, I falter and... well... We've seen what happened to Mayumi the last time she ran over an area of flooring with water over it when the jellyfish incident happened. So that would suggest to me that that will lead to a bad end. Going around, she may save herself, but she might run out of time to get past the frogs. So this is another tough one, guys. But I think we'll go with probably the less safer option first and see what happens. If it's the right option, then we'll come back probably for the other one. So let's run straight through.
Got it!
I have no time for doubt. I run for it through the rain from the sprinklers.
Gah!
I try to run without looking at my feet. The sensation of squishing the slippery meat continues. The liquid that gets scattered about with a squirting sound is washed off in the rain. Just 3 steps. That's just a moment. Did it work? Oh my god, did she get out? Oh, we did it! Oh, that was apparently the right option. Oh well.
Ah!
Baka.
Idiot.
With one last step, I stumble. The girl grabs me with her extended hand and pulls me out. I collapse, but it's outside of the souvenir shop. The door is already closed. There are no frogs anywhere. So yeah, you can see the souvenir shop is completely soaking with the windows with the sprinkler system. Ruined all the good merch.
Thank you, but it's already been more than 5 minutes, so why?
As I catch my breath, I express my thanks to the girl.
I just remembered that I owe you a debt.
Oh yeah, she did, and now she's paid it.
You are kind. I might have misjudged you a bit. You didn't misjudge me. If you had hesitated any further, I would have closed the door.
Oh wow, so maybe if we'd gone round and wasted time, she would have shut the door on us.
But you believed in me, right? That I could do it. You're going to drive me nuts, so stop it with that stuff.
Expressionlessly, the girl says this in a flat tone. Holding on to this gentle feeling, I prepare to move on. Speaking honestly, I want to rest here like this. My clothes are soaked, and I've used up a lot of my strength. However, it feels like if I were to totally relax, I might never get up again. If I don't keep my momentum, I can't save Himeno. I'm able to gain some relief from resting against the wall. The girl who rescued me seems to be resting just like I am. Well, she hasn't really had to do much apart from get a fire extinguisher.
Huh? This gacha is...
Oh, is it the one from the past? As we are resting against the wall, I realise that the type of gacha situated in front of the souvenir shop has changed.
How ironic. 5 years ago. What do you mean? You said it yourself, that your sister went missing 5 years ago. You remembered.
Of course. Inside the gacha machines, there are many keychains. They all have charms with various creatures attached to the droplets. So it's the same gacha machine that Mari and Mayumi used in the past. The link between Mari and I, and now the item of my memories that links Himeno and I as well.
My little sister, her name is Mari. I didn't ask. You see, 5 years ago, we had an argument over keychains. Mari wanted my jellyfish one, but I wouldn't trade with her. She disappeared, sulking. Still didn't ask. I have this one.
Oh, we get to see it again, I guess? I take the keychain that I had received from Himeno out of my pocket. It's the one with the starfish attached to the droplet.
Huh?
Uh-oh. What? As I hold it out to the girl, I realise there's something attached to the back. What? This is the girl with the star, the star hair accessory and her purple hair. And I guess that's her dad? But why would a picture of her and her dad from Manten Aquarium be on the back of Mayumi/Mari's keychain? The plot thickens. A picture printed on a sticker. It's a pretty old sticker at that. A small girl and a man embracing her. The two of them are smiling and seem to be having a lot of fun. The man, who is wearing a suit and seems quite serious, is probably her father. The words Manten Aquarium run along the picture's border. The souvenir shop had a sticker photo booth, so I'm sure they took this picture here. More than anything else, I'm disturbed by the fact that the girl in the picture looks like Mari. Mayumi, maybe you want to look at the person right next to you? It's not just her face, but her long hair, and that smile too. As her big sister, this girl seems like she could be Mari's twin.
Hey, that's...
Pointing to the keychain, the girl speaks. My consciousness is yanked back from my memories.
What is it?
Oh my god, are you serious, Mayumi? Really? I ask the girl as she shows interest in the keychain, but I receive no response. Her averted eyes tell me nothing.
Your little sister, she went missing here, right?
Huh? Yeah. The girl suddenly changes the subject back, leaving me a bit flustered. She doesn't press any further with questions.
It's the same with my dad.
Oh, that's why she doesn't want to leave this Manten Aquarium. She's determined to find her dad. The dad doesn't remind us of anyone, so we haven't seen him yet. If he is even alive or a ghost or whatever.
Huh? But in my case, I know he's dead rather than missing, so it's different. I know he was murdered. Your father was murdered?
I can't grasp the detached way the girl is speaking. Yeah, it sounds like she got over it a long time ago. She's talking about her own family member, but the girl is completely apathetic. She has the calm of someone reading a newspaper article aloud.
Well, I'm going now. But...
I haven't heard all of the girl's story yet, and if things get like they were before, it will be better if there are two of us. The words won't come out right, but the state of panic I'm in should be enough to express what I want to say. However, the girl stands her ground to the end.
When I'm with you, you hold me back. Hold you back? What do you mean? If dying is what it takes for me to learn the truth, then that's fine. You could never resolve yourself to that.
Wow, she's willing to die to find out what happened to her father.
Fine? With dying? You can't let yourself die. Shut up. Shut up. You're awful.
I messed up that line probably.
You have that friend Himeno, right? If you die, what happens to her?
Good point. I have no idea whether or not this is her way of trying to encourage me. However, I understand what she's trying to say. She's trying to say that each of us is on our own.
Let's become friends. That way you can't say so easily that you're fine with dying, right?
Good point.
That part of you is exactly what I meant when I said you hold me back.
Without answering my question, the girl pushes me away. And there she goes. Swiftly turning her back on me, the girl walks on ahead. Walks.
What should I have done?
I stay where I am until the girl's back becomes so small I can no longer see it. You probably should have gone after her, Mayumi, immediately. I pass in front of the souvenir shop, then end up standing in front of the door to the jellyfish booth. Oh, right, what we were discussing at the beginning of the episode, she kind of suggested that in order for her to she wants to try and find... Well, she wants to retrace her steps to try and get Kenji-san to safety, but she also wants to check out, go back to the jellyfish booth in order to get to the deep sea fish booth as well. and maybe also the director's office. So, I wonder if the girl is already gone. If she ended up in a safe place, she's probably already passed through it. If nothing happens, it takes less than a minute to pass through the jellyfish booth. If by any chance she is still there, we'll surely just meet in passing. The girl is determined to take a different path than I. I wonder what will happen to me. Good question, guys. I may return to a point before the tank glass ruptured, or I may end up in the jellyfish booth sometime after the tank glass ruptured. Yes, I suppose there is also the possibility that you may return just as it's about to happen again.
I'll never know if I don't try going in.
I become cautious. Slowly, I open the door. And close it behind you, Mayumi. Possibly a bad decision.
Huh?
At that moment, the air becomes shaky. Holy shit. Oh, this is not good. This has got all sorts of nope written all over it. I know the tanks had different colour fluorescent lighting, but maybe one of them was red, but definitely not all of them were red, and especially blood red. I wonder if this matches one of the urban legends that Himeno was going on about. I'm pretty sure they talked about the tanks going red with blood.
What is this? It's different.
Well done for noticing, Mayumi. Well, guys, this doesn't look good. This looks as if Mayumi might end up in a bit of trouble again in the jellyfish tank area. So, I think what we'll do, a lot of stuff's happened. We should let Mayumi recover a little bit and possibly figure out what the hell's going on next. So we'll find out what happens next time, guys, and continue the story from there. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please give me a beautiful massive big thumbs up on the video. It really helps me out. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to provide your support as well. It really helps me out as well to continue this story, as well as for more content to follow. Also, anything else you want to, if you want to ask me anything, or you just want to say anything in the comments, or provide any feedback on the videos, it's greatly appreciated in the comments section. And yeah, so we'll see what happens to the guys, well, Mayumi as well as Himeno, plus the other girl with the purple hair, and whoever else is involved in the next episode next time. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.